Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We're going to try something a little bit different today. This is like a 50 subscriber special, and rather than just giving you some gameplay, I thought we'd do something a little bit different. So this is a live recording. I'm recording this on my iPad, which is currently suspended on an old music stand, which you can just about see on the left of the screen there. What we're going to do today is not an unboxing, but an unbooking. And the book in question is this. Yeah, this is the Vault Dweller Survival Guide for a Fallout 76, the Collector's Edition. I'm a sucker for these books. I've got the one for Fallout 4 and things like Witcher 3, etc. I think I've got the Skyrim one as well, but I've got a big stack of them. I really do enjoy these books, I must say. They're a little bit expensive. I mean, I think the retail price of this is something like £25 in the UK. And I got it off Amazon for 17. I could have got it for, I think, just over £10 for the paperback, but I've had to waited another week for that, and I just wanted to get this one really. So it's the Survival Guide Collector's Edition. I don't know whether there's going to be more ordinary editions. I suppose the softback might be an ordinary one. And it says restricted at the bottom there, so that's quite interesting, isn't it? Anyway, if you look on the back, it says we get a West Virginia poster map inside. Thoroughly labelled with essential locations, points of interest and valuable resources. Exclusive forward from Bethesda Game Studios. A message to welcome fans back to the Fallout universe. Very nice. But you've got quest walkthroughs, surviving above ground, building and crafting, multiplayer, post-apocalyptic atlas. Enhance your exploration with fully labelled print maps, digital interactive maps, and detailed information on every wasteland location, which is quite fun. And then we got free digital guide access, including interactive maps, new checklist tool, don't know what that could be, and then content updates. But if we take this off now, we can just rip off the plastic covering. It's always quite satisfying, isn't it? Is this the map on the back? Let's have a look. Oh. What is that? Alright, so that's just like an information sheet. Got the digital bonus there. Digital bonus. Oh, I shouldn't be showing you that really, I suppose. Mind you, I would have redeemed this by the time you see it. And here is the map, which is quite fun actually. God, it's very big. Let's not tear it. That nice sort of new paper smell. Urgh. God. Well, that is very comprehensive, isn't it? That's all very good and interesting. And on the back, what have we got here? Yeah, Deathclaw Island, Tyler County Fairground. So this is the locations. What was on the other side then? Alright, it says at the top there. So the other side is primary locations, and this is secondary locations. God, I can see this map getting quite dog-eared. I'm going to be using this a lot, I must say. Anyway, let's put that to one side. Hopefully you saw enough of that to give you an idea of what it's all about. Put that down there. Let's go on to the meat of it. Take this away. So let's open it up. Got the forward. God, the table of contents. This book is really heavy. It weighs just over 4 pounds, which is almost 2 kilos. So, if you're just judging by weight, it's really good value for money, I think, book-wise. So let's have a quick look at the contents. Is there anything unexpected here? Right, so status, you will emerge. Initial preparations, you have emerged. Let's work with others, the art of cooperation. Status, being a better you. Special attributes and perks. Appellation archetypes. That's advice on building characters. Atlas on 276. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Bestiary, always very interesting, 508. Appendices, achievements, bobbleheads. And right, and here's the detailed information on the Atlas. So that takes you through all the different regions. Okay, now I want to have a look in the bestiary actually, because I recently met a horrible creature called a nascent snallygaster. So let's look him up. There we go, bestiary. So I've got anglers in this. Yeah, because anglers were in Far Harbour, weren't they, on Fallout 4? Well, it's nice to know we've got anglers in this game. Bloody assaultrons though, Jesus, I hate those bastards. Bee swarms, I've heard about those, not actually come across them. Bee moths, which are the giant super mutants. Oh, death claws, as you'd expect. Ghouls, fog crawlers, again from Far Harbour. Glowing ones, not met a glowing one yet, thank God. Gulpers, again from Far Harbour. Mega sloths are new. Liberators, the little pathetic robots you see. Mylurks, Mylurk hunters and queens. Kings and spawn, they're all fairly standard. Mole miners, these are interesting chaps. I've had a couple of run-ins with these, and if you do the fire breather quest, you'll run into them fairly sharpish, and they can be really, really tough. Rad scorpions, horrible things. Robo brains, interesting choice. They're from the, was it the machinist or the mechanist, or I can't remember the name of the DLC, but they should be quite interesting. Scorch Beasts, of course, new to this game. And Scorch Beast queens, which is worrying. I have no idea. There was queens of these bloody things, honestly. And they're tough enough as they are, thank you very much. Non-hostile critters are the beavers, foxes, owlets, Brahmin, frogs. Frogs, for some reason, have a lot of uranium in them. If you want some uranium, just go and bash a frog on the head. It'll normally drop some. Cryptids. Right, so these are the, the Scorch Beasts, Scorched, etc. are all peculiar to Fallout 76, but the Cryptids are the standout monsters for the new game. Right, Flatwoods monster encounters. Got the Grafton monster, I've seen one of those from a distance. Mothman, I've not yet encountered a Mothman, but I think I've been to a location where they do hang around. That was the Landsview Lighthouse, I think. Snallygasters, horrible things. Snallygasters aren't particularly aggressive. Well, I beg to differ, sir. I beg to differ. But they are quick when it comes to chasing down prey. They certainly are. They chased me down 2 or 3 times, I think. They are primarily melee attackers, but can also spit out projectiles to damage from a distance. Yeah, they spit out these big globules of acid, and then they'll just basically take 2/3 of your health. No trouble at all. I got magazines. I didn't know there were magazines in this game. Well, that is very interesting. So this is the bobblehead stuff, is it? And this is power armor locations. Well, that's very good. Yeah, I mean, there is actually quite a lot of power armor knocking around. I've come across 3 suits. One which I was actively looking at, which was in the abandoned raider camp called the Crosshair. But I think I've come across at least 2 other suits since then. But I mean, at too low a level to wear the armor, unfortunately. So I've just been running around in the frame. Right, let's go back to the beginning. What I do when I'm playing the game, I won't actually look up a location beforehand because I want things to be a surprise. But after I've actually been around somewhere, I will actually go back to the book and then see what I've missed. Sometimes you'll find things in here, you'll think you've explored an area quite thoroughly, and then you look through here and you realise that there was like some little hidden camp or whatever behind a rock or something that you ran past completely. Quality of the illustrations is quite good. Yeah, I mean, the printing's good quality, I must say. Paper's, yeah, it's reasonably thick. These do get a bit dog-eared after a lot of use. And to be honest with you, if the paper was much thicker than this, then the book would be, 3 inches high, I think. Summersville Overlook Cabin. Have I found that? Yeah, I have. That's some. Yeah, Burdett Manor. Yeah, these are all locations I've seen quite recently. And it's giving you an idea of the collectibles. Jesus, there's 2 bobbleheads in Burdett Manor, and a cap stash, and 2 magazines, none of which I bloody found. Okay, that's irritating. Alright, let's go back. Challenges, enemy hordes, right. This would be quite useful. Workshop defense systems, because I'm not entirely sure how they work. Miscellaneous quests. The Enclave of events, powering up power stations. Again, I didn't know that was a thing. What's multi-location? Don't know what that is. The Mire. Okay, it's advising you not to go to these places until you're at a certain level. So, Cranberry Bog, stay out unless you're above level 35. Good to know. Savage Divide. That's worrying because that says 15 to 24, and I'm already in there at 11. Oh well. Perhaps I ought to go back south again. What else have we got? Personal matters. Sacred work tends to have mayor for a day. That's Grafton, I presume. I don't know actually. Death from above. Charming names, aren't they? The rundown. Right, I want to get back to the beginning. Quest index. So that was all quest information there. Quests. Notes before you go. Yeah, I just love reading this stuff, to be honest with you. I can spend a good few hours every evening just poring over these bits and pieces. Weapons and weapons. Oh, here we go, the junk. This gives you a list of all the junk you can find and the scrap you can get out of them. And this is going to be quite useful because the scrap you picked up in Fallout 4 is different in this game. So for example, if you picked up a tin can in Fallout 4, then that just gave you steel. But in this game you get steel and lead, and I think something else, I can't remember. So for example, a frying pan just gives you 2 steel. What I really want are circuitry, because I really want to build more towers, turrets rather. So okay, well I'll pore over that at some point. So this is information about AIDS. It's something I'm going backwards here, which is a bit perhaps not really helpful. Tell you what, let's go back to the beginning. Pip-Boy, initial. So I won't spend too much longer on this. This is just really to give you an idea of what's in here and whether you'd like getting it yourself. I know some people think these are a bit of a waste of money, frankly. And looking at the collection of guides I've got on my shelves, I'm like, oh God, how much money have I spent on them? I don't know, but I do like them. Crossing, parent. Okay. So this is basically an introduction to the book. Right, Art of Corporation, playing musical instruments. Does that give you a buff? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the advantage is of that, beyond it being quite fun. Perk information to be quite good. Yeah, it's got all the perk cards in here, all the different levels. All diseases: blight, bloodworms, bone worms, buzzbrain, dysentery, fever claw, flop limb, glowing pustules, heat flashes, jelly fingers, lock joint, needle spine, parasites, radworms, rattle hands, shell shock, sludge lung, which I've narrowly avoided on one occasion. I almost caught that. That was on the fire breather quest. Snot ear, swamp gas, swamp itch, weeping sores, and the whoopsies. Oh dear. Okay, a list of all the mutations you can get. That's quite good, because I know nothing about the mutations really, beyond the fact that I almost became an empath. Oh yeah, there it is, empath. Your teammates receive 25% less damage. You receive 33% more damage. Well, that's good, because I got rid of that PDQ because by accident, and I'm glad I did, because that sounds horrible. And I'm a lone wanderer. I'm not travelling with other people, so I can go whistle, frankly. I got the bobbleheads, the magazines. Oh, I've not yet seen a magazine, and I thought I'd been searching really thoroughly. All the perks. Oh, here we go. Here's all the perk cards. Really useful. What's Exterminator do? So that's rarity common, level 14, ranks up to 3. Your attacks ignore 25, 50% and 75% armor of any insect. Oh, that's quite good. Very nice. This is the endurance perks. This is going to get a lot of study, I tell you. Charisma, friendly fire, bodyguards, anti-epidemic. Description: your disease cures have a 50% or 100% chance to cure a disease in nearby teammates. Again, they can go whistle, thank you. I'm a lone wolf. Right, grease monkey, blah blah blah. So which ones are these? These are all the intelligence perks. Right, demolitions expert I quite like. Makeshift warrior, that is useful actually. Yeah, that lets you do things like put barbed wire around baseball bats, if that is your fetish. Agility, Appalachian archetypes, various different character builds. So you've got Commando, Critical Master, which sounds really good actually. I like my critical hits. Heavy Gunner, Lone Sniper, Power Armor Tank, Scavenger, Stealth Operative, jeez, Team Medic, Unhinged Grenadier. And the Unhinged Grenadier love of explosives and food. Let's start again. The Unhinged Grenadier's love of explosives and food found on the ground might make you ask if they're unstable. Yes, they are. They are unstable. The Unhinged Grenadier focuses on perks that increases explosive damage and radius. The Cannibal perk, which I didn't know he had, combined with rad resistance and disease immunity, allows the players to eat or drink anything in the world and not to have to worry about carrying much survival gear. This of course means they can carry more explosives. Well, there you go. Weapon melee specialists, which is what I'm aiming for at the moment, but I might change my mind. All the camping stuff here. Various recipes. So have we got all the... Does it give you a list, I wonder, of all the different crafting items you can make? I was hoping for a list of all the building items in the game. Which... Right, here's the right, this is all about the different workbenches, the chemistry stations, tinkerer things, weapons workbench. Here we go. Camping and workshops. Going camping, little introduction there. So foundation creation, the walls go in, the roof and door go on. Outside perimeter, crops and campfire, blah blah blah. Lots of interesting stuff there. Multiple camps. Yeah, because I think you can actually, you know, create a camp, create a blueprint for that camp, then dismantle the camp, build a different one, make a blueprint of that, and then you can just basically pick whatever blueprint you want that suits the terrain you're in. I think that's how it works. Construction collection. Right, so some information about the things you can make. Yeah, they're not giving you detailed information, they're just telling you about the different categories. The weapons. This would be quite handy, I think. Oh, you can get a Grognak's axe. That's nice. And a guitar sword, Jesus. Apparel. Less important in this game, of course. In Fallout 4, all the apparel, well, most of the apparel had a perk associated with it, but it's just weight and value here. So that's less important. Armor, quite interesting. Unique apparel. Oh, right, you can get Brotherhood of Steel stuff. They've got Field Scribe stuff there. That's it. Yeah, we started at the beginning, went to the back, worked our way here, and then went from the front back here again. So we pretty much covered the whole book. Hopefully that's giving you a good flavour of what the survival guide looks like. And a big thank you to all my current subscribers, especially to Mike James, who's very active in the comments. He's a YouTuber himself, so if you're interested in die-cast cars and things like that, check him out. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, cheerio.